Take a moment and think about your day, from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep. Money is involved in almost everything. You use it to buy food, you use it to pay for a home, you use it to travel, learn, and live your life. Yet, something interesting is true. Most people spend their entire lives working for money, but very few people ever stop to ask one simple question. What is money? To understand money, we need to travel back in time. Thousands of years ago, money didn't exist. People lived in small communities. Farmers grew crops. Fishermen caught fish. Builders made tools and houses. If someone needed something, they traded. A farmer might trade vegetables for fish. A fisherman might trade fish for tools. This system was called bartering. At first, it seemed simple, but it quickly became complicated. Imagine you have vegetables and want fish, but the fisherman doesn't want vegetables today. Now, trade becomes difficult. Both people must want what the other person has, at the exact same time. As communities grew larger, this problem became more common. People needed something better, something that everyone would accept. And that is how the idea of money was born. Early forms of money looked very different from what we use today. In some places, people used shells collected from the ocean. In other places, they used salt. Later, societies began using metals like silver and gold. Gold became especially popular. It was rare. It didn't rust or decay, and people trusted it. Instead of trading vegetables directly for fish, a farmer could trade vegetables for gold. Then, later use that gold to buy fish, tools, or anything else. Money had become a universal way to trade value. But carrying gold everywhere had its own problems. Gold was heavy. It could be stolen, and it was not convenient for everyday transactions. So, banks introduced a new idea. Instead of carrying gold, people could store their gold safely at the bank. In return, the bank would give them a piece of paper that represented the gold they had deposited. That paper could be used for trade. Over time, those pieces of paper became the paper money we recognize today. As technology improved, money evolved again. Today, most money is not gold or paper. It is digital. When you check your bank account, you are not looking at stacks of physical cash. You are looking at numbers inside a computer system. Money now moves electronically across the world in seconds. A payment can travel thousands of miles faster than a plane. But even though money looks different today, the idea behind it has not changed. Money is simply a tool. It is a tool that helps people exchange value. When you work, you exchange your time, skills, and effort for money. Then, you use that money to buy the things you need: food, shelter, transportation, education. Money makes it possible for millions of people to cooperate and trade with one another. But there is something important many people misunderstand. Money itself is not wealth. Money is simply the system we use to move wealth. Real wealth comes from things that create value: ideas, skills, businesses, technology, products, and services that improve people's lives. Money is the language we use to measure and exchange that value. Think of money like a tool in a toolbox. A hammer is useful, but a hammer alone does not build a house. It is the knowledge of how to use the tool that matters. Money works the same way. Understanding money is far more powerful than simply having money. When people learn how money works, they begin to see the world differently. They start to understand saving, investing, and building assets. They realize that money is not something to fear and not something to chase endlessly. It is simply a system created by humans to make trade easier. And once you understand that idea, money becomes much less mysterious. It becomes something you can learn, manage, and use wisely.